We're gonna get all set up. Let's get the candles going. Let's get the energy going, dude. Because I gotta speak some truth today. You know, I think today is the day that I am. Excuse my nose situation. Today is the day that I want to speak like the truth. Honestly, like I feel like it's been so long for me that I have spent my life honestly putting everything and everyone else at the center of like why things are good for me or why things are happening to me. And for the longest time I feel like my soul has been like, whenever you want to give yourself even a fraction of the credit you give everybody else for where you're at, like your life's gonna change. And I think I am at this all-time high where I'm gonna have to make this as a, like, I hate for this to be a, not even a diss track, but it's like a letting you know, like, I'm doing so much better now. Like, even with all the loss, even with all the things the Spirit still has me carry out and bring to the collective, like, you gotta know, I am the happiest human I have ever been because I actually recognize and feel connected to myself. I know some of y'all really feel that way, because I really feel that way, that like no matter what goes down from this point forward in my life, like it's like, yeah, but nothing can excuse that when I let you go, everything changed for me. When I let that thing go, everything changed for me. It's not about victimizing yourself, because to victimize yourself would be to let that happen, to keep holding on to something that's harming or stunting or stagnating you, and then talk about how you have no control. Indigo, bro, we talked about this this activation here. Improving your vision. The reason we're making cuts and edits right now, the reason why I have to finally, like, if I ever want to breathe, like, I'm not waiting on a job or a house or a person or anything right now. The only thing that I'm really intending to do for, that I need to do for right now, is improve my vision. And so that's what the motivation is between everything, because there are so many things that I was a part of that I was putting saying was my whole world, saying was my entire identity, saying was just like the reason for why I was where I was, or giving just all of this credit away, like all this energetic credit away, which was inauthentic. And I think it just promoted a giant cycle where not only were things just underwhelming and people felt like, I don't know what she wants from me, I don't know if I ever really was any of that, or if this is all just what she sees, right? Like, it was ultimately, though, when it started to really like clutter my vision, as in like these things would directly be in opposition to what I feel like I see. And I think it affected my channeling. It affects the reasons why I haven't felt confident to go forward up until this point. It affects the reason that even the place that I'm at right now, I feel like I arrived at rather like later in my studies and in my journey, just working as an open channel. And it's like, all of that, like all of this purple activation is all rooted in the fact that like I'm ready now to improve the vision. I think some of us are so tired of seeing stuff so poorly. Like everything we see is it's just blurred vision. I just want to see things clearly. And even if that means, that you're not a part of the picture, or this isn't a part of the picture, like the clarity of that vision is worth anything. And I finally feel like some of us are looking at ourselves and we're like, the things that I have now were literal dreams. Like the things that are in front of me, even with all the things, even with the changes of this cycle, even with the score, even with the eclipse, even with all of this energy of letting go, the things that I have now are things that were quite literally once only dreams, like real dreams. And so Spirit is saying, if it was just released, even if it felt out of your control, even if you don't even understand why it was released, trust that the best thing to do right now is completely detach with that, sever with that, mourn that. Believe that you managed that and you cared for that and you put all of you in it. The reason it's no longer with you is because when you gave all of yourself, that's the thing. The universe will no longer allow something that isn't giving equal energy. So believe that you are correct. The things that you lost, even if you're mourning shit right now, the things that you lost, you got to know you gave your all to. And so that is the reason they're gone. Because it no longer means that your energy can be matched, because the universe is not trying to have you out here playing yourself. We are improving our vision of ourselves so that we can see what's going on in the world clearly. That's why for so long, powers that be just hide behind smoke and mirrors. people are doing stuff really that's like, it's like, okay, like outside of the trauma, like, okay, what, like this doesn't even make sense, like you're so devoid of the point, like it's not it, you know what I mean? Some of the stuff that they try to get you to buy into, some of the stuff that you really do buy into, like I'm getting like it's all connected to like stuff that's getting taken out. Like you gotta trust that like it's so that you can see yourself in a better light, because so the positive of that too is like whatever negativity that thing is reinforcing for you about yourself, that's essentially what we're trying to improve. Get that blockage out of the way so you can see the picture fully and embrace and accept that picture fully. Because I know that my life has been better since I've made all the reductions. Because I do have things of value. I do have things that resonate with my soul in my life. But when you have so much, because you think you need and must collect so much, as society was once saying, the value of what is really spectacular decreases. And not by actually decreasing, but it's you won't actually connect with the depth of the value of the things that you even possess, because you're spreading, your depth is spread so thinly amongst this big picture. It's like this improving your vision is also narrowing your vision. It's also focusing your vision. Like you don't have to take so much in. I'm feeling like with this energy, I mean, it's so purple on my table right now, and I've been really motivated. I bought this Divine Feminine deck, which was super funny because I'm not in love with the publisher, because I don't know, it's just like the card, like I don't love the feel of the cards, but I was into it. I just was like weirdly, like it just kind of jumped out of me. Like it was like I went to the store and I knew that I needed to get this deck anyways. But I think it's really important for me because this is gonna this Divinely Feminine deck really teaches someone like myself who's very divinely masculine to completely continue to affirm, because like someone like me who would completely like overgive to every other Divine Feminine other than my own, like that's kind of what I'm like really trying to remedy by like affirming my Divine Feminine more often. So today we had the White Buffalo Calf Woman, so the prophetess of the sacred way, and it says, my heart is a compass, the path of love is true abundance. Right? So when we talk about narrowing the vision, when we talk about sharpening and strengthening the vision, right? Not trying to take in everything, but focusing on you, right? When we talked about that in that last video, and how do we do that? Well, your heart space, that's going to be the compass. So if you were not spending the last bit of this first like restructuring cycle strengthening your heart, healing your heart, releasing the blockages from your heart, because you're going to need it. That was the point why we were doing all of this. You're going to need your heart because it's going to be the fuel. That's going to enable you to really move forward and go, to improve your vision, to really like see, right? And oh wow, this is crazy, but the things that I recently just had to let go of were actually blocking or my spiritual vision. Some of the things I couldn't see, because it makes perfect sense, right? Like if I've been coming into some very new spiritual gifts that I'm kind of like gaslighting myself, like, wait, what? Like, am I really like channeling this and picking this up? But it was only because I would have really big things in my life that would really confuse me of my own value. And would really like be like an outlier in like, so it's like 99% like, yeah, my vision is one way, but then there'd be this one thing that I put a lot of importance on that really is an outlier to what the rest of the vision or the rest of the picture shows. So then naturally you focus all your attention on that very big like abnormality in the bigger picture. And I feel like that was what was messing up my vision, because I would like focus in on certain things in my own readings or in my own messaging, which I appreciate anybody's humility and humbleness who like has like also seen plenty of the flaws that have been displayed in this like video series so far. But yeah, it's become kind of amazing that that once I identified that, like I think certain energy was able to really come through, and so I'm really grateful to what I'm letting go of right now, because I'm ready to like be me. I'm ready to really stand in my own energy. So seems like a very positive space to be. Let's get some water. yeah, so those are some heavy downloads. I mean, off top, improving vision. I mean, we still got magic up. We still got the white buffalo calf woman. Message up. Oh, you know what? Let's read the Indigo, because why? It's number 40. Indigo helps you with any illnesses affecting your head, eyes, ears, or nose. It also treats mental and emotional disorders such as ADD, anxiety, and depression. Use Indigo for problems with insomnia and to release stress and tension. When you visualize, Indigo provides a sense of clarity and purpose. Visualize Indigo rays to improve your vision and to make your dreams a reality. Are you kidding me? Like, that's literally what's coming out. Focus on your eyes. Are you very tired and heavy, or light and relaxed? Imagine indigo light penetrating your eyes, finding any dark spots in your field of vision and dissipating them. Place your palms on your eyes and gently hold them there for a few minutes, allowing your eyes to relax completely. Visualize something in the future that you would like to create. Then freeze it as if it were a beautiful painting. Now place it in an indigo bubble and allow it to float into the middle of the world, shining its energy from there. Say, Divine Intelligence, please allow what I've seen in my vision to manifest in the perfect time and in the perfect way. Yeah, that's fucking awesome. That's awesome. That was dangerous. Yeah, let's keep going. Yeah, because me and Dennis are really bonding right now over how cutthroat we are. I mean, I really have to say it. Like, at some point, I have to remind myself that, like, you know, people are always they can smell you. They can smell what, you know, they're doing. And most of these people knew that you, like, as long as I was putting people at the center of my world, they were always going to have me as an option. Even if that wasn't, like, these people's intention in my life. Like, that's kind of just, like, what was happening. And so, because I see that so clearly, like, there are certain people, like, you'll never probably hear from me again, and not in a bad way, but because I already know that, like, the way that my karma was set up, a lot of people from my past are really not meant to be a part of anything beyond whatever part or cycle they were a part of, and not really for, like, super negative reasons, just because, like, I had a really unhealthy relationship. Wow, thank you, Spirit. That's the type card. I had a really unhealthy relationship with others all the time. Like, my Pluto in the 7th. Wow. I understand the rules of the game of life. Like, that's exactly how it feels right now. Now that I understand the rules of this game of eternal life, now that I understand the powerful law of attraction and deliberate creation, I can prepave segment by segment my life experience into becoming the allower I was born to be. For I was destined to a life of fulfillment and never-ending joy. Boom. Like, that's what's so different. Like, dude, like, pay attention even to what messaging you're listening to, because, like, I know my collective, which is me, and, like, my partner, we really are believing, like, in this more life swing. Like, it's, like, only getting fuller. It's only getting more alive. You know what I mean? We're only going to be more nourished by the circumstances that drive us to get really, really back into the swing of who we are. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. Oh yeah, I don't do phones on the table. Okay. Yeah, dude. No, yeah, now that I understand the rules in the game of life, like, there's quite literally no reason to go back to any of it. Like, really, like, when you really, like, trust me, you will all get to a point, or maybe you've already long since been at a point, but then you know what I'm talking about. Like, once you understand what is going on here, like, nobody's gonna be able to pressure you into literally anything that's not in alignment with what the actual game rules are. I'm hearing like if you're playing Scrabble and somebody's making up some like word bonus or something rule and you're like, yeah, but it's not printed. Like, you don't have to go off script here. Like, everything you need to know about the game is printed in the game, and there's nothing else that you're missing. And so you've spent this whole time understanding the like rules of the game. Literally, you're just like, bro, there's like, and also because also those things weren't there. Like, you guys know. Anyways, you guys like literally know exactly who wasn't there when it really counted in regards to like this journey that we're on, ascending your soul, becoming an expanded, more conscious version of yourself, right? Growing, healing, all of that. So you know who wasn't there, bro. And so at the end of the day, like, these breakups, like, you gotta like really also stand strong. Like, divine masculine season is coming in with the support we needed to be like, it's single energy. Like, it's like there are certain energy that's like independent energy, you know? And by single, like, yeah, I just really mean like independent. It's the year, it's the age of the independent. Woo! The emperor. As I'm saying, the age of the independent. Dude, yeah, dude. The tower. Yeah, the emperor's like, dude. The emperor's gonna make a tower happen. Because the emperor's like, no. Like, because also, like, yeah, truly, like, when I go through my phone, like, I also feel in my spirit how I'm like, but I also was so deeply and authentic to my core that, like, I could just delete all these numbers and all this past and everything and, like, it not matter because where I'm going, I don't have to prove anything anymore. The path, where we are right now is purely, like, destiny, fate. You know what I mean? It's so what was planned for you. It's so composite of everything that's already been happening. Like, so really, like, I don't have any fear. Like, I feel like that's what I'm really grateful for because I'm sitting at this moment and I'm like, there's no fear that I have about needing anything from anyone or any institution or anything to get what's supposed to be coming to me. Before, I used to feel completely shackled by that. You know what I mean? But that was only because people, places, and things could keep me from the game of life and the rules of it. And once I really started to understand and get in the ring myself, like, well, now I know how to play the game myself. So I'm going to just keep doing that because I feel like that's what's moving. That's what's shifting, right? The emperor is like, well, wait a minute. I've already done, but I'm qualified to be here because I've got all 4 kingdoms, you know? I got big capital, you know what I mean? I know what I'm doing. The 4 of Hearts. Exactly. When you look at the checkbook, when you look at the 7 of Pentacles, when you look at what's been growing for you, I mean, it's going to be very obvious. You're going to have to look at the books and you're going to have to see, like, what's dead and what's still standing. This is releasing the love into the air, you know, with the faith that more will come. You know, that's what the completion of that is, you know. Let's look at the 4 of Hearts. Oh my God, and I opened right to the page. Re-evaluation. In a velvet cave, a veiled figure has assumed a posture of prayer. We've been talking about postures of prayer, but anyways. And meditation. The black box beside her contains old mementos and reminders of a past that may not have entirely satisfied her expectations. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, are you seeing how we're literally talking about this in the... Okay. There may have been pleasures and material luxuries in her life, but at the price of unsuitable relationships that left her feeling empty. Now has come a moment of disillusionment and uncertainty, a time to reevaluate her life. A spirit crown glows on top of her head, indicating that this period of introspection and questioning of values is beginning to work for her greatest good. Now she feels this desire for a more spiritual love, and emotional rather than material satisfaction is her goal. This woman must face the possibility that she has never really known true love. She directs her ritual to the spirit of love, begging for her life to be touched to remove the gray pallor of a love without passion. the awakening. Oh my, I have so many thoughts. First of all, me and Dennis are talking about how we feel like we did when we first met each other. And I feel like we're going into our 6th year here, you know, together. And just like that, you know what I mean? And one of the things that we were really talking about is like, we know we haven't even touched the surface of what it really is for me and him. Because we were stuck like glue when we were dense as hell. So like, I know it's really, really deep, you know, because majority of our relationship was like in the old paradigm. So like, it's crazy, you know what I mean? How pierced through the veil of whatever consciousness we were all under, our love really could penetrate. So I think that like we are realizing that like all these mementos, like things like my phone right now, things like all like I am allowed to just be done, and like I'm the only one keeping those like threads with people like together, you know what I mean? And honestly, like I can take any space that I need to take, and I can be done with anything that I need to be done with, because if I know the truth in my heart is that like it's dissatisfying or it hurts me in some way, I think right now what we've all been kind of mourning, what I've definitely been mourning, is like maybe I didn't really know love at all. And that's what hurts more, when people don't believe what I've gone through or can't believe that I've already like gone through a cycle yet again so fast and I'm starting over again. And it's like, well, yeah, because I'm in the ring, dude. I'm living life. Like some of y'all aren't here. And so, yeah, that's what happens. You know, you can't really gauge that. But at the same time, more important to me, the biggest thing is like, do I really feel like I'm kind of evaluating and looking what I had, and I'm like, I don't think I had anything that I would really like my highest self would truly define as love yet, from the things that I was choosing to be a part of. And so I'm so excited because it feels like such a rebirth, like, you know, the year of change for me, which was the year 5. And so my partnership is synced up on a really good cycle. So yeah, this 6th year is going to be really exciting for us because things are going to really come into balance. And I think it's going to take a lot of Dennis and I like disconnecting and saying no and being like, yeah, no, because, and it's not your fault. Like, I'm not even judging you. It's just like, there's no way for this to really re-flourish because I don't have an interest, because like, I mean, I got to know your space, but like the space that I was portraying and just also who I really was the whole time, like, are not interested. So it just seems like I never really knew love in those spaces, you know? And I think we're so liberated and we're so like radical and free, and it's like, what are they gonna do? Like, be mad, like yell at us? Like, because people also know what we're going through. People also know like how difficult certain things are for us at this time. So, you know, to be selfish about that is like still showing how much you don't know anything that's going on, you know, or maybe you don't relate enough to see that. So it's like, it's crazy because yeah, it's like the Emperor and then the 4 of Hearts, like 4-4 energy, 47, because I got the 7 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck right now. It says, when you are bored and dissatisfied with where your path has led, withdraw from distraction and examine your heart of hearts to gain insight, right? As I said, the 47, bro. Because the heart is the battery. It's funny because there's synchronicity in that, but that's personal. But yes, the heart is the battery. So the state of that battery, what the battery life is looking like, really matters. You know, and if you're really confused or you're like, why am I just so bored? Like, why is this so painful all of a sudden? Like, then look at your heart, because it's probably trying to communicate something that you're not paying attention to. You can literally change your future during a time of reevaluation. Me right now. However, you should not re-enter the world of social activities until you are satisfied that you have resumed contact with a personal value system. And that's what Spirit's really asking of me right now. Is like, put the phone down, put the people away. Like, I went through so much intensity for maybe like 70 days straight, and it was like not chill, you know. It was like really, really, really intense, and a lot of really extreme things happened also. But at the same time, it's like at this time I like completed everything. Like, I successfully completed everything. Like, it's all done and ended really well and in a really healed way. But I also need to take the time that I need to re-examine and reevaluate like just exactly what's going on in my own head, and I need to stay away from certain social activities until I have reconnected to what my real value system really is. The enchantment. For purification and to consciously separate yourself before the ritual from who you will be when it is done, prepare a bath. Turn down the lights, add a cup of sea salt to your bathwater. As you bathe, breathe deeply and say this affirmation. Though I may have lost my way, the light of truth has saved the day. Now every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. That needs to be the mantra. That needs to be the mantra. Yes, some of us are having to close out things where we're like, whoa, yeah, wow. Let me just say that decision I made, that person I was seeing, that job I was working, that friend group I had, like that dog I had. I don't know. It could be like anything, dude. It's like I had really lost my way, but thankfully, like the tower moment that has come to, you know, Uranian, Scorpio, Mars, like change things instantly that are illusionary has saved the day, and now I'm able to just get better. Like it's not about where you are, it's not about judging where you are, but some of you, like the biggest thing that you should be grateful is that like now you can actually truly get better in your situation and heal. You know, you really need to heal. 2555. That was the timer. You really need to heal. Yeah, the strength, yes, recovering your strength, Prince of Swords, yep. Ace of Wands. Gather your strength is literally like the biggest thing. Gather your strength before you try to gallivant, you know, forward with that truth. Just make sure, because you've got it. You've got it. You've got your sword of truth. You know where it belongs. You know where it's going to go. Right? You know where it's going to go. Like you lost your way, but the light came in. So just heal, regain your strength. That's the biggest thing. And then there will come a perfect window for the Prince of Swords to enact. And it's by this divine inspiration. And that's what's recalibrating. Ace of Wands, you know, we're getting our battery life back, our heart space. Oh, boom, and then you win. And then you're the star. And then, the Prince of Swords runs into, so when you recover, you're going to go execute, you're going to go do that thing, you're going to go realign, you're going to go seize that opportunity. They're going to view you as the star, and then they're going to come right in with the down payment, with the contract, with the beginning, with the resources to be good. So just take it easy, like, you know what I mean? Like, take it super, super, super duper easy. Because I mean, you couldn't be any closer to just the best energy, you know? You already did it. You already did the hard part, you know what I mean? You went through all the kingdoms. What? Anyways, like I was saying, you went through all the kingdoms. You did the whole, like, did I ever know love? Like, the breakup was so bad. You're like, did I ever really love them? Like, I don't even know. You regather your strength. You get into the posture of clarity. You go deliver your truth. They receive you as the star. Prince of Pentacles. There it is. And all is fair. In love and war. Is that what they meant by that? Don't know. Don't care. JK. Just a message for somebody. We're going to finish it off with a little Osho Zen messages. I love it when that happens and you see it on camera. Oh my God. Possibilities. Possibilities, dude. What did you think it was going to be? What did you think it was going to be? 10. Harmony. Knowing where there is disharmony can highlight where there is harmony, and so you're being guided to go towards the possibilities that are in the direction of what feels good to you. We've been talking about this, but we're going to also just read. The eagle has an overview of all the possibilities contained in the landscape below, as he flies freely, naturally, and effortlessly through the sky. He is really in his domain, very grand and self-contained. This card indicates that you are at a point where a world of possibilities is literally open to you. Because you have grown more loving towards yourself, more self-contained, discriminating, right, when we need to, you can work easily with others. Because you are relaxed and at ease, remember that posture of gratitude, you can recognize possibilities as they present themselves. That's why you know what this is. Sometimes even before others can see them. Because you are in tune with your own nature. You are in tune with your own nature. You really are. You understand that existence is providing you with exactly what you need. Enjoy the flight and celebrate all the varied wonders of the landscape spread before you. This is the moment. Mind can accept any boundary anywhere, but the reality is that by its very nature, existence cannot have boundary, because what will be beyond the boundary. Again, another sky. That's why I am saying skies upon skies are available for your flight. Don't be content easily. Those who remain content remain small. Small are their joys, small are their ecstasies, and small are their silences. Small is their being. Woo! But there is no need. This smallness is your own imposition upon your freedom, upon your unlimited possibilities, upon your unlimited potential, bro. That's why today, literally, like this weekend, I was like, I'm going camping. Why? Because I love myself. Because, like, now is the time. Because I am certainly not limited. I'm not limited. And if it's disharmony that I'm feeling somewhere, there's too many possibilities. There's too many skies upon skies. You feel me? So we'll leave it at that, because that was some beautiful, beautiful messaging from Spirit. But just, yeah, bro, take your time, recover your strength. All good. You know exactly what to execute on. It's already pretty much lined up. You know exactly what to do. It's not like a million options. You're not bombarded. It's really chill right now. So just be chill. Go in, be the star, be grounded. Prince of Pentacles. It's just coming either way. So you could literally say anything. Just do your part. All right. Sounds great. Bye.